Alright, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. So hit that subscribe button for me, please. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified every time a new video goes up on SouFLoTV. Alright, I'm taking this one from the New York Post, but I am seeing it confirmed in the Jamaica Observer that she is actually a Jamaican and she left Jamaica at 10 years old by her parents migrating, taking her over to be raised in the US, right? So she's been back and forth between Jamaica and whatever, like so many of us, but she's definitely a Jamaican, born and raised up to the point of 10 years old. In the New York Post, it says that Illinois' child welfare worker fatally stabbed during home visit. That's the title of it, and you can go and read the article for yourself. However, I will read it to you, but I will be doing my own commentary in between the information given. An Illinois child welfare worker was stabbed to death as she conducted a visit at a home with 6 kids, authorities said. Benjamin Reed, 32 years old, has been arrested over the attack on 36-year-old Deirdre Silas after she entered his Thaler home alone for the welfare check on Tuesday afternoon. Authorities haven't revealed why Silas, who was an investigator for the State Department of Children and Family Services, was carrying out the checks, or whether there were any known threats at that home. Reed, the stabber, who is believed to be related to at least one of the children, was taken into custody just hours after the stabbing when cops found him at a nearby hospital. He was being treated for a cut to his hand. Sangamon County Sheriff Jack Campbell said. So in the process of him stabbing her, he stabbed her so viciously he cut himself as well, and he took himself to the hospital and left her there. It wasn't clear if any of the kids witnessed exactly what took place, but all of them were placed in protective custody as of Wednesday, the sheriff department said. DCF or DCF's director Mark Smith said that the agency trains its staff on how to approach various situations, including going into a volatile environment. I don't know. I'm looking at a picture of this guy, Benjamin Reed, and he either looks kind of off to me, like in mind chip, he has mental issues, or could be one of the cases of there's a ninja biatch in my house. You you know how that goes already, and violence, right? We don't know. He added that staff members decided whether to go alone, we don't know, in pairs, or to ask for police assistance. He added, because a lot of people are asking, why did she go alone? Is this protocol? Is this how they do it? Or don't they move in teams just in case something goes down? And he said that the staff members usually decide whether they want to go alone or not, or if they want to go in pairs, or if they want to ask police for assistance when they go. So obviously it was within her right to decide, okay, I don't see too much of a danger here. I'm going to go over there by myself. In this tragic circumstance, the family, we were here to help, had a negative response to our presence. In other words, they didn't want her there. Get the fuck off our property. You coming to take our kids? We're not avoiding any responsibility. We take responsibility for all of our staff, as well as the children and families that we serve. We will continue to work, and we will continue to improve our policies and procedures as we can. Obviously, they're trying to do some damage control because lawsuit's going to come out of this. She died on the job. So her next of kin is probably going to be able to get some money out of this, right? But not that money can bring her life back or anything. I'm just saying that that entity, the DCF, they're going to have to tighten some rules. Probably now on, they'll change it to from now on, no officer goes to a home call, a home check by themselves. They go as a team and all that other kind of stuff, right? Salas, the Jamaican-born woman, had only just joined the department last August. She had previously worked for 7 years in the behavioral health field at the Department of Juvenile Justice. Reed is facing charges of first-degree murder, aggravated battery, and unlawful restraint over Celeste's death, and he is being held on a $5 million bond. Usually when they set your bond that high, it simply means you're not going anywhere and they want to keep you right where you are at. It hasn't said anything about his mind state or anything, but over here in the Jamaica Observer it says the frustrated members of Celeste's family, including her 61-year-old father, Roy Graham, who brought Deirdre from Jamaica when she was 10 years old. He saw the married mother of two develop her love for helping children as early as high school years, mentoring grade school children, and volunteering for Spark, a non-profit devoted to supporting people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. That's the kind of person that she was and how much she was into what she did. Why do you really attack my daughter? I can't understand why you would do that, Graham said after then news conference. I know she'd be begging for her life. Why? She didn't come to talk to you. That's brutal, mischievous, hardcore stuff. 6 children of undisclosed ages were present at the time of the incident. Like we said before, authorities are not sure if any of the children saw exactly what took place. Campbell said he believes that Reed is related to one or more of the children and that several adults were also living in the home, but he did not elaborate any further. Several adults, 6 children in a small house like that. I don't know what the living conditions might be like. DCF Director Mark Smith said that the last investigator to be killed on duty occurred about 4 years ago. Smith said that the agency trains its staff, right, for all kinds of situations, and staff members are the ones who decide if they want to go with a team, summon the police, or go by themselves. In this tragic circumstance, the family, we're here for help, to help them. And they're saying that they went to go help a family and the family didn't want them on their property, didn't want them there, and it turned out into this. It's a dangerous job. It's a dangerous job. Some people might think because you're just doing welfare checks and seeing if children are okay, it might not. But anytime you have to go into people's personal space behind closed doors, it's a dangerous job because anything can happen. Somebody can smile on their face, wave you in, and then when you get in, somebody else pull a gun out and shoot you in there. So it's a dangerous job, right? And she died doing her job. This tragedy is a stark reminder that frontline DCF employees like Deirdre do demanding, dangerous, and essential jobs every day, often despite inadequate resources and tremendous stress. This was said by AFS CME Executive Director Roberta Lynch in a statement. And of course, definitely a position that is essential. You see, especially now under the whole lockdown, COVID restrictions, rules, guidelines, regulations, life has become a bit more restrictive. Some people are still even homeschooling their children or sending them to school via the computer and not face to face because that option is still available in many places. What we found is that molestation and abuse and neglect, especially among the most vulnerable, which are children, has gone up significantly. Because usually a child would leave home, go to school, and if the child was beaten badly, a teacher who pays attention to that child every day could start to sense that something is wrong. And if they see welts and marks on the child, then they can call DCF, right? But if they're not going to school and no one is seeing them, then they're left at the mercy of whoever is abusing them within that household, And this is where people like her would come in and be essential in knocking on that door and going in. And when they come in, they open your cupboards. They see if roaches and rats are all over the place. They see how much food is in the house. They look in the refrigerator. They rate the cleanliness of the house. They go to the bathrooms. They go to the bedrooms. They ask you to show them where's the sleeping quarters for the children. They ask you to show them inside the closets and all that other stuff, because this is their job to make sure that the children are in a clean and safe environment. However, sometimes they show up at properties where the people just don't want them there. And it can get dangerous, as it did in her case. My condolences to her family. She died doing what she loved to do. However, that is no consolation to the fact that they lost a family member who they loved and valued so much, and her community loved and valued and depended on her as well. Leave this one right here in the comment section below. Say what you got to say, and I'll catch you there, and I'll see you on the next video. Hit that subscribe button. It's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.